She's standing no, I know she would.
How are you doing? I know. Hello. Yeah, I can't see your car. I didn't realise this was such a park. Yeah. You drive around and I start to sort of yeah, well, I will go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is something. Can I just bring it back to my 5 minutes? keep you going through it, yeah. And so there's obviously a big song we got a surprise. There's also tea, coffees, and then it's original strategy as well. But again, it's not like you like to see, but before you do so, please make your story silent, so you make
I haven't quite, they haven't got any decaf coffee behind the bar because I quite fancy the coffee and the cake.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. This is yours, you can watch them make it. I don't think I've done it next time. So you take the train back to it? 7:55. That's right on it. Yeah, I've got to go to Bristol. I've got to go to Bristol. Right, you can get round. I've got to go to Parkway and there. Parkway up to which is it. That used to be the best way of doing it. Yeah, quite often it's quicker. The trains are quicker.
Apparently, that was where I had to go for the
Put my money in my
take cars, it's in show free. You know what
Yeah,
she said she had done.
yeah, so she actually, yeah, she because it was back in the day. Yes, if we may, will I rate it?
So it's
So the rules still set.
hang on back.
Sally, that's in progress. So I'd like I was all about. But yes.
Towards the World Scout Jamboree, Unit 9, so please support them. We aren't expecting any fire alarms, so if there is a fire alarm, we make our way out of the building and follow the signs. So Wendy will tell us where to go if Wendy's not running around to panic. The toilets are around the back of the flats and to the right. Okay. There is a man's that way and there's also disabled. The ladies are to the arena. But don't come this way because there's a cable that has it. Sorry. They're giggling at that, isn't it? Is there another slide line? We'll click on it. My tech crew are messing me around with people. We have got a delay between the about 5 seconds, it feels like 2 minutes.
Shall we? I'll run 2 versions of it.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, let's run 2 versions of it.
Technical hitch. Are we? You changed that. We are live streaming this evening, so anyone watching, please keep yourself on mute. And those gigglers at the back, easy, keep yourself on mute. I think everyone we're expecting is here tonight, but if they do appear on screen, we will spotlight them, but I'm not sure we're expecting anyone on screen. So welcome to our AGM.
Bear Grylls here, Chief Scout, and welcome to the AGM. Days like this are truly a reminder that great things happen when we work together. It's truly about everybody doing a little, all working towards that common goal, delivering skills for life for more young people. So keep reminding yourselves of the vital difference that you are making. You're filling childhoods with hope, with possibility. You're empowering new generations with courage and kindness. And together we're about creating better, brighter futures for young people. We've been doing it for over 100 years and there's no stopping us now. So have a great day. I think of you guys so much. Thank you for all you do as leaders, as volunteers. You guys, you're amazing.
Might have guessed the sound was coming from Lizzie's laptop and screen somewhere different. Croatia and Noswaith, welcome to the Cardinal Vale. It's Celebration of Scouting and our annual general meeting for 2021. Thank you for joining us here in the Ice Wales Arena. For those that don't know me, I'm Catherine Steele. Usually at the AGM, I'm one of the Deputy Area Commissioners, but because Julian's taken a break, I'm currently Acting Area Commissioner. So this evening we're going to reflect on our Scouting year 21 to July of 2022. So we're going to see some incredible things that have been happening across the area in our different pathways. And say thank you to some of our amazing scouters who were nominated in each of our pathway awards. So the first thing I've got to do this evening, if there's another slide, is nominate the chair, so our area chair. So nominated for the chair is Geraint Evans, and Peter Gladman and Jeremy Ray proposed and seconded that appointment. Are council members all in agreement? Anyone not in agreement? Any abstainers? Excellent. Over to you, Geraint.
Thanks, Kathy. Good evening, everyone. The evening is split into two. There are the formal parts of the AGM, which I'm not going to say boring, so exciting, but we would agree. The far more exciting thing is the presentations and afterwards, where I will speak briefly and promise far more exciting. Where we have a vote, means and only the council members sit for. As a preliminary note, however, I ask anybody who stand to remember those that have gone home. Sadly, this year, we will do full list of the past notified shown. Thank you very much. First piece of formal business is the approval of the minutes of the annual general meeting held on 22nd September 2021. They were circulated in advance, so the copies here this evening. Can I ask somebody to propose the adoption? And second, please. Second. Thank you, Mr. Ruff. Can I have a vote? Can everybody voting in favour of adoption, please? Would anybody voting against? Would anybody abstaining? Thank you very much indeed. The minutes are adopted. That leads us completely on to the area pathway awards. So the acting area commissioner would like to join me again. We'll take the pen to adopt you for just a moment. Take over.
So we have 9 area pathways. These are the 8 plus our youth pathway. So we're going to work through our pathways and tell you a little bit about each of our pathway and then announce our award winner. So it's not going to be me all night, I hope. Probably we've got a bit more of me than planned because we've had some apologies this evening. So growth and development's our first pathway. Normally Ruth Jordan would give this update, but Ruth's given her apologies. So normally in the annual report you've seen that since the beginning of 2021 we have had a growth in our numbers across all sections. We've got 34% growth in beavers, 21% in cubs, 29 in scouts, and a 33% growth in explorers. And excitingly, in 2021, we introduced squirrels. So we had 3 drains that started as soon as we were able, and I think we were up to 5 the last time I looked, and with more being planned to open. And I think we've got about 100 4 to 6-year-olds in our squirrel drains. They are so cute, but don't put me in front of the squirrel. So there's a lot of work being carried out in our area for our growth and development. A lot of work on Jubilee Fields for 21. So we've had to do some woodland management because of ash dieback, and we've also replaced the trees. So I think we've done, well, the Jubilee team will tell me, I think it's more than 100 trees. 2,000, more than 100 trees. 2,000 trees in Jubilee Fields. And we had one particular ceremony in October 21 where we planted a canopy for the Queen for Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee. So I'm going to move us on to our pathway winners. My microphone's here, the pathways are over there, so I can have to run. Or Alison's going to come and help me. Sat at the front for a reason. This is our growth and development pathway, and the award goes to the team who've worked tirelessly to plant those 2,000 trees. They're trying to make it a better provision for scouting in the Jubilee Fields, and they've given up their time to improve the site, plant trees, and so much more. So the awards go into our Jubilee campsites team. So I think that is Gareth, and Peter, who's busy scribbling. And Jeff. That's the first mistake in the night. I just announced funding and assets. So the funding and assets winner is the Jubilee team. Come back, Gareth. Oh no. Have your award. Where's that chocolate? I'll take us back to growth and development again. The script doesn't work, does it? The growth and development, when we were looking at who we could award this to, we were thinking, so we had that growth in area, and we're not quite back to our pre-pandemic numbers, but we've got a really good growth. So we went through quite a few of the districts looking at who had the best growth. So the district who had the biggest growth in the area, who've worked tirelessly to get squirrels up and running, get their group sorted, is Cardiff East. So our growth and development pathway award goes to Cardiff East. Look at that growth of Cardiff East. Look, in the census at the bottom. 38% I think we worked out, or something like that, but we were working it out. Okay, next slide then should be funding and assets. Okay, we've done that one, so we'll move on. That's meant to be Neil Wicks. He's not there. This is me again. Oh, training. There's more than one. Well done. I'm glad you can read my name. So we've got a small training team that help us with training, and our focus over 21 has been continuing our blended learning. We delivered some face-to-face, but we've also carried on with the Zoom sessions and the e-learning and the workbooks. In 21, we had a low number of wood badges awarded. That was only 17, which was less than the previous year. But not surprising because we weren't delivering training, we weren't face-to-face scouting, so we couldn't validate. But in the 6 months, first 6 months of this year, we're already up to 19 wood badges. So we're on track to beat last year, so that's good. Catching up on first response. Don't talk to me about first response. I'm sick of running first response training. But we need to do it, so that's our area of focus. My Pathway Award winner goes to someone who, when you say, we've got a training to run, I need a facilitator. I need someone to come and help validate. I need someone to just nip and speak to this person about validation. They're always the one that says, I can sort it for you. And they're always, when you say to them, what do you want to do? They say they want to be the team maker. Every district event, I think Steve, you said, they're the team maker, supporting us all, always in the background, keeping us going. But for me, Steve is always there for training. So our training pathway award winner is Steve Barkley.
You're not retiring yet, Steve.
Where's Sean? He's not here, right? So Sean and Ruth have sent both sent their apologies, and they would say actually we haven't been doing much from an international front because we've been in lockdown. But in the background, they've been getting us ready for World Scout Jamboree, Iceland next year. Who's going to Iceland next year, Jeff? Next week? You're going next week? Are you taking scouts? Oh. But we carried on doing international stuff. So our Pathway Award winner for international is for someone who has been running digital programs for us, who've been doing Jotty and Jota, and who has done Jotty and Jota in the Hub in October 21, and also more recently in 2022. So the award goes to Jeff Sword. So, Unit 9. So we brought along this evening, Unit 9, Dragon Soul, one of the Internet World Scout Jamboree units. So this is the unit where most of our Cardiff and Vale members are. So we've invited them along tonight to tell us all about World Scout Jamboree. Who's having the microphone? George.
Okay. Right, thank you very much for allowing our young people to come and present to you this evening. We've actually got 2 units representing Wales at the Jamboree next year. Unit 9, which all these people are members of, which is Dragon Soul, and also Unit 10, which is Dinas Penrith, who are dominantly based up in North Wales and also in Wales, which is my area. As a scout, I've never actually had the opportunity to attend the World Scout Jamboree, so it's actually a great privilege for me to be able to support these group of absolutely inspirational young people on their Jamboree journey. It's a first for me, so I'm really pleased to be supporting all the way. I just actually pleased to listen to their stories, I don't know how long this weekend, as they so far in their journey, and they're going to tell me about some of the adventures that they've already had. So I'm going to move around the other side of the next.
So we are Unit 9 Dragon Soul. We're one of 2 units in Wales, and we obviously go to the World Scout Jamboree. which is a huge, biggest scouting event in the world. And there's over 50,000 people, so it's bigger than the Olympics from 163 countries. And it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. It happens once every 4 years, so this is our one chance, and it's amazing to be selected from there are over 200 applicants for girls, and luckily we got selected to represent us.
So this time the Girl Scout Jamboree is held in South Korea. It's on a piece of reclaimed land in Saiman-gyo, and it's a huge site. This was built for Scouts and the Jamboree specifically, and it's actually still under construction. They haven't fully sorted it out yet, but hopefully it should be ready by the Jamboree next year.
You've been to everywhere with quite a lot of things in the car. Yeah, all of the stuff we also
in our first prep camp, just all the way back in March, is where we all got to know each other and ask for the name preference.
So in September we went for steering in Cambridgeshire, and that was climbing around the rocks of the beautiful national park in Cambridge.
We had a camp in Cardiff where we took part in Pride, where our Jamboree unit actually led the Scout primary section of the Pride Parade. At our previous sustainability camp in Swansea, we built a water tap where we grew hazel and stripped wood, and then we finished it off free. Did another camp in Cardiff, which was completed. So we did a lot of team building and carrying rivalries. We didn't sleep much though, because we didn't really know each other. So we all just kind of stayed up and had chats, which was quite fun.
Yes, this was in our October camp. We went kayaking in Swansea, and then we went on a huge stand-up paddleboard, and it was a great team. A great team that built everything.
We went to one of our unit's own members' woods up in Brecon, and as it says, it was a backspace camp. Don't know how we survived. That was no internet, electricity, loads of fun though. But yeah, it was cooking, and we went for a horse bike, and that's amazing.
We would like to do fundraising to help raise money to go to Korea. We would like to do bucket collections and bake sales to shop in the local. Oshan, why did you?
I applied to meet different people from all around the world and spread Welsh culture. I've most enjoyed so far. Food. And the looking match super again would be great.
I've really enjoyed the atmosphere at
campfires. I think they're just great, and we sing songs and do all the camp songs, and it's just a really great time. Machine, what made you apply?
I applied for Jamboree because I thought it was an amazing opportunity, once in a lifetime, that I couldn't miss. And you know, having had positive thoughts with the breath, so happen. Yes. Really most looking forward to the Jamboree.
Thank you. I'm most looking forward to the really culturally good experience that Jamboree will provide. George, what have you enjoyed most about the Jamboree?
So I came into this home to no one, so it's definitely been getting to know these guys and stuff. Evelyn, what have you enjoyed most so far?
I really enjoyed the Pride Camp. I thought it was an experience. It was just so hard to understand everyone. Thank you for listening. We hope you all enjoy.
Just while I have apologies, you didn't really understand it. And we literally came together tonight. So I just want to thank all these young people for coming tonight to do this. It's very difficult to try and organise these type of things when people are coming from all the way across Wales. They have obviously got a bake sale. Anything that you can do to support them, a lot of them are trying quite hard to fundraise. It isn't a phenomenal amount of money that they do need to raise, and it's taking quite a long time. So within your districts, within your groups, if you're able to support an event or go along to something they're organising or make a donation, then please do so. They make some beautiful food there, cakes and some other pastries and things. It's absolutely lovely. So please support, and give them your best support. It's great opportunity for them. Thank you very much for coming tonight.
I'm sure Alison and I both agree, without the unit, we probably would have struggled at Pride running the activities. They were amazing. I thought it was going to be in the parade just fine with us, and then they all turned up. We have no one here for long service awards this evening, so we will be passing some on the districts. Thinking about the Jamboree though, if the districts or groups have got anything they're doing that they think the Jamboree can come along and just shake a bucket or do some cake sales or do anything to help, please let me know, please let Lane know, Joe know, and we'll try and sort a unit, another unit to come and help. Or Fran? No? Yes.
Thanks, Kathy. We go back to the formal part of the evening. Agenda page 14, please. Which is the presentation of the adoption of the annual report and statement of accounts regarding the annual report. I hand back to Kathy.
So hopefully you had an annual report on your seat and have had a chance to have a flick through. We will have a copy available electronically as well, so you can have a look afterwards. But for those that don't know Carlton Vale, we've got 5 districts, and the neckerchiefs are over on the table, 56 groups, 184 youth sections, that's Feeders, Cubs, Squirrels, Explorer Scouts, and we've got over 300,300 young people that we provide scouting for, which I think is absolutely incredible. But without the leaders and the supporters and the managers, we wouldn't be able to provide scouting. So thank you everyone present, those not present, for everything you do for scouting. It wouldn't be possible without you. Keeping scouting vibrant in Cardigan Vale is important. So here's a few highlights from me on what's been happening this year. So I mentioned Jubilee Campsite. We're continuing that work as well as we go forward because we want to make it our best activity site that we can have. We want to be able to provide online activities, on-site activities, and maximise the natural resource that we've got there. One of the things that I keep looking at the screen because there's a bit of a lag. This is where the clicker would have come handy. So this is our Jubilee Master Plan. This is what we're trying to do. So if you want to find out more about our master plan, have a look online. It's all there for you. Scout Post, sadly, our biggest fundraiser for the year hasn't happened now for 3 years. It won't happen again in 2022. So that's a very difficult decision we did have to make. So we started to prepare, but sadly, because of support across the area, we weren't able to continue. We'd started our badge design, our stamp design. So Cody had designed this stamp that we all felt was our favourite. So Cody was our design competition winner. So we're now trying to use that design in all our Christmas posts and all our social media so that we still use that wonderful, inclusive design. We've got 2 directly administered groups in the area. We've got Tea Haven that Ruth runs for us with Steve and another team. And we also have our Lord Mayor's Own. So last year we announced that Tea Haven had the Queen's Voluntary Queen's Award for Voluntary Service. So that was presented to the Tea Haven group last year. But up through this year, they've even done things like got back to face-to-face scouting and got back camping. So they went to Kent International Jamboree with First Pentwin. So that's their Jamboree photo. Look at the grass. There's a fire risk if ever there is one. Our Lord Mayor's Own group has supported lots of official events, including our national period of mourning for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. And a few weeks ago, we had our first award night for a few years. So we invested our members into the Lord Mayor's Own troop. And at that night, we saw the Lord Mayor's son arrive with his Lord Mayor's Own neckerchief on. Very proudly, still wearing his neckerchief that he had when he was in Scouts. In May 2022, a small team of us went to base camp to learn about the future, and throughout the weekend, we heard about that North Star. And we're a movement, not an organisation. And the other words for the weekend were, what were the 3 words? It's up there: engage, enthuse, and there was another E and I can't remember it. Can you remember it? No. Dan, can you remember it? Engage, enthuse, and empower. Empower. The 3 words. So one of the things we felt while we were at base camp was this is somewhere that the area needs to be moving. We're keen to get there so that we can make volunteering positive for everyone who comes in, so that we can make it a warmer welcome for all. We can move from training to learning. So this will be our future. This will be where we're going now for the next year. Because we want to make that journey for Scouting more and more better. That's not good English, is it? So we want to take ourselves forward. We want to grow our section, so we need to change. That's my report. Any questions for me or anything in the report that you need questions about? No, stage now. Now over to Jeremy for our annual treasurer's account.
Good evening, everybody. I'm not going to go through all the figures that are in the report. They're all here for you to read. We can all like myself go through the individual figures. They have all been agreed by the area executive team. So need to look out. Just a few things that I'd like to say. So finally, we seem to be getting back to some normality as far as scouting is concerned. But I'm sure we'll all agree that some of the things we learned during COVID are now part of the new norm. We're all getting more familiar with Teams and Zoom and those ways of communicating and attending meetings. As Kathy's already said, Scout Post again hit running 2021, and we know it's not sure again. This is, as Kathy said, the main source of income for many groups and for the area itself. So last year we had an online giving platform to try and encourage the public to make donations and do it buying stamps. Not really successful as a fundraising event. managed to distribute about £700 amongst groups in the area. So not a main source of income. So we need to look at elsewhere as we do the next coming years. We received a hospitality and leisure Crowley grant from the local authority of £4,000, and our area membership levy raised another £11,500 in the area. Our other sources of income down from COVID. Whereby we're looking at 2021 accounts. Our Hub Hire and Jubilee campsite bookings, those are both down. So primarily, due to the ongoing effects of COVID in the first half of 2021, we had we experienced some. The overall expenses during 2021 exceeded the income by 17,000. Though some of this was due to expenditure on Jubilee, which is money that was previously ring-fenced. It's not a major effect on our day-to-day finances of the area. On the 31st of December, at the end of the financial year, we had £172,632 in our accounts, which is not a small sum. This is made of 85,000 in Virgin, 30,000 in Monmouthshire, 5,000 in Scouts Association short term, plus funds in held in various current accounts. The funds in the current accounts total 52,000. But that does include 50% share of missing campsite and also 50% share of gang show. This compares to 196,771 in the previous year. So in addition to the short period on Jubilee, both Miskin and Gang Show again showed losses in that financial year. Miskin due to lower bookings and Gang Show due to the fact that it was a show. There are still ongoing costs related to the Gang Show. One area I specifically need to mention is Scout Shop. The turnover during the latter part of 2020 drastically increased, mainly due to online orders. This has continued through into 2022. Many thanks to Keith Burford for managing the online orders, Pat Williams managing the actual shop, and to Alan Williams for keeping financial records. And of course, the rest of the team who volunteer each Saturday to ensure that the shop is open. A couple of other thank yous. Neil Thornycroft, most of you wouldn't be aware of, is the examiner and scrutineer for our accounts. He does a lot of preparation and gives me a lot of advice in the way we run the accounts. Let's say it's all in the background, but without him, struggling in the area. Carol Stanfast, who most of you will know, another major source of support to me, the deal with the accounts. Running the area accounts is a massive task, and without the support of others, I would certainly couldn't do that. She helped prepare the accounts and get them ready to hand over to Neil. Finally, of course, many thanks to Faye for all the admin support she's given me and the area, particularly dealing with any invoices that need to be issued, checking the payments are received, and chasing people who haven't paid. If any of you haven't paid bills, you know that Faye is very good at chasing these to make payments go through. Without Faye, the area could not function to the level it does. So incredible. So Faye, if you'd like to come forward a second, please. If there does need any clarification on the accounts, then please either contact me via the office or email, and I'll try it out. So the accounts that have been agreed by the area executive, just hand over to Gary now to.
Thank you, Jeremy. In the absence of questions, the adoption of the report has been proposed by the seconded by area secretary. May I have a show of hands in favour of adoption, please? A show of hands those against adoption, please. A show of hands, anybody abstaining? Thank you, the report and accounts are adopted. Next item of business is on page 14, number 10. It's the appointment of the independent examiner, Mr. Boycroft. I dread to think that we would be paying an outside auditor to work weeks. As a volunteer, as not a member of the association, I think it's a tremendous job. His nomination is proposed by the Commissioner, acting area commissioner, and is seconded by the treasurer. The mayor have a show of hands to approve that. Would anybody not approve? Would anybody abstain? Thank you. Mr. Thornycroft is not appointed independent examiner. Nomination and election of area officers. There's a nomination for the area secretary to Gladman, who's the incumbent, proposed by Faye, seconded by Williams, and a nomination for area treasurer Jeremy, proposed again by Faye, again seconded by Williams. May I have a show of hands in favour of the nominations, please? Thank you. A show of hands against. Any abstentions? Unanimous carried. Thank you very much. That's why I'm going to quickly. Next, we go to agenda item number 12, which is appointments. The appointments are all listed. We don't need to formally propose and second this. It is a simple show of hands that council members approve the same. So could I please ask for that show of hands? Thank you, that's carried. We go to page 15, which is the appointment of the Council of Scouts Committee. And again, this is an approval matter, not a nominating second matter. May I have a show of hands showing approval? Does anybody not approve? So carried, thank you very much. Appointments to the Council of the Scouts Association. Again showing, and again we don't need to formally propose and second this, so can I have a show of hands to approve this? Thank you. Anybody not approving? Very much indeed. Then the final formal part of the AGM is the approval of the area vice presidents and life members. Vice presidents, Burford, James Shelley, 55. The life members, George Clay, Edwards, Dennis Hunt, Captain Simone Edwards, John Loader, Patricia Teagle, Lynn Thompson, Alan Williams, and Barbara Williams. This one is proposed and seconded. It's been proposed by the acting area commissioner and seconded by me. Then please have a show of hands in favour. Thank you. Anybody voting against, please? And any abstentions? And very well will be carried. Please just need to keep that on. You can't hear this. Far more interesting.
I'm going to go off script a bit. We've got some other awards that have come from Scouts Cymru. So, Rob, are you going to do these? Or am I going to do them? Throw you in? Okay. So, there's a few awards from last year's Scouts Cymru AGM. There's one award and one well done. And then there's one award from this year. So we'll go for this year's first. So there was an award for the winning group award was 22nd Cardiff East. So is there anyone from 22nd Cardiff here? The Cardiff East are here. Oh, come on. Come on. Don't drop it. It's not as fragile as ours are. And then the other one was from last year AGM, and it was another group award, wasn't it? No, it was for the New and Innovative Scouting Award. And that one went to Van Scouts. The Van Scouts, so they can come. Alison with Van Scout woman. And there's one well done, highly commended to our area youth forum. So please can you get your certificate back? We do. Jackie, sorry. That was a bit of a off with the agenda then. So moving us back to our Pathways Awards. For activities, this is the one area where we don't have an assistant area commissioner. Anyone fancy being assistant area commissioner for activities? Please come see me after. But during 21, we got back on the road. We started doing our activities from caving at Porth Ogof to a lot of other activities, digital, D&E, boating. But it would be remiss of me not to mention our caving team, who can't be here with us tonight, unfortunately. But Piers, Alistair, James, Ellie, Emily and Dylan were part of that amazing cave rescue team that went into the Ogof and the rescue at the end of November. The day, when that cave fell 8 metres, and because the rock had gone from into him. And the rescue took 3 days. So part of our team were up there doing some of the rescue. So had Piers and Alistair been with us tonight, they'd have got their silver cross. And then the others would have had medals as well. They couldn't have their silver cross in them because they were still young people at the time. So the amazing team, amazing work. I got to plug our gang show. Our gang show's back. 16th to the 19th of November in the new theatre. Tickets are on sale. It looks fab. Seeing the photos of the cast preparing and rehearsing, and it's looking like it's going to be another good one. So if you fancy coming to see it, please come and support. Alison's ready with the award now. We're on activities, aren't we? Remind me? Yeah. Yes. So the award for the activities pathway. These individuals were nominated for their fun programme, delivered in their club section. So the award for activities goes to Emma, Elliot, and Scaife, and the club leaders of Third Clinician. I think Gareth and I are going to have to swap now, aren't we?
So they say you should be prepared to start it. They weren't quite prepared for a 2-foot cable to connect the screen to our laptop. So I'm now having to control the screen on here, and we recently appointed Izzy Hooper in communications, who's live stream compatible. So we've now got 2 versions of the presentation going. So what have we done in the past year? Well, as I said, we appointed Izzy to help with comms. We've had lots of radio interviews, and Fran, our youth commissioner, was live on radio at one point for radio. Julian on BBC Wales, Scout Post. And what else have we done? So we relaunched the Photo of the Month competition. This is actually sponsored this year by Trade Canvas Print. So the winning group at the end of the year will get a giant photo printed for their ball. And back last year, as Kathy mentioned, we did a tree planting ceremony at Jubilee. And this was attended by volunteers from Lloyds Bank. And it was noted at the time that they said it was an amazing event, well planned out, but they couldn't believe we weren't paid for it. And they were amazed at how much time we give to scouting and don't get paid. So what we're planning on doing is we're engaging with the local areas around us, and we're going to run some scout speaker training. And this isn't just for the youth members. Here's Pocket. It's for adults as well. And what we're going to plan on doing is make some social media videos to show why we volunteer in scouting, why we want to do it, why it's good for us to try and recruit more people as well. So I'm going to move on to this year's award. And when the nomination came in, I was quite surprised to see it. And the nomination said, this leader has gone above and beyond for their scout group, always doing his best, keeping all the leaders and members up to date, even while suffering health issues. and I think he's just clocked who it is, because he's now dealing with the back of the ball. I'd like to welcome Neil Nye to the stage, the 11 Paris crew. And the nominations say we've been fantastic, always sending emails, updates, WhatsApp in to keep over it going. And the appearance. So welcome.
No photos of yourself sleeping on couch. Social media someone photoshopped your neck with it.
No, I actually dressed up as Banana Man, had my neck on, and we were sleeping at home. We did it before Scouts did. We had it about 2 months before.
It's amazing what photos you find. The next pathway is community. Polly, our AAC for Community, the Centre Apology. So I'm going to shoot straight to the award for community. It goes to 2 leaders who, like many in our area, some younger leaders, volunteered to support the Queen's Lion Estate. So we thought we needed to give this award to Freya Johnson and Caitlin for their efforts in the Queen's Lion Estate. And for representing so I'm going to swap now.
Okay, so the inclusion pathway has been working on lots of things, as you can see. So, Crime Cymru, I have to say, was a great day out, and thank you guys to the people who were there for the Jamboree. Actually, really did help us out. We've been working on lots of sort of inclusion development activities, sort of some educational stuff, and supporting groups on an individual basis. The winner of the inclusion pathway is a club leader who not only works really hard in their group or sort of the inclusion of their young, but is also taken a step outside of that and has supported the area with online education and setting up visual prompts and some things that will help young people, and also sets up some amazing, really helpful how-to guides. If anybody ever knows me, I have no idea on why I'm terrified that holding this is like to do that at the same time. But the winner is Paris.
Okay, hello everyone. So I'm going to give a quick update on the youth pathway. So if we travel back in time to 2021, our youth team were at the time currently locked down, but we kept ourselves busy. So we had quite an active role in the Jubilee Master Plan and had a few workshops online via Zoom. We were meeting as a youth forum every 4 to 6 weeks. In the lead up to St. George's Day, the team got ourselves camera ready and we created a video that shared on social media. Then leading up to summer, we had a few Cardiff and Vale area network meetups, including Valgrouting, you can see there. And the funding is not there.
So some of our youth team took part in an outdoor emergency first aid training course, whilst others were busy holding jamboree roadshows events around the area ahead of applications opening. And then we had young leaders across the area getting ready to open some of our first school grades. So going into 2022, myself and one of our district commissioners, Ewan, took a trip to base camp, and we got to hear about all of the exciting plans looking ahead for the next few years. So, on to this year's Parkway Award. This year, the Youth Award is going to 3 individuals who have stepped up and taken on the running of a new scroll road. And their GSL has said they are amazing and a credit to Scouting. So, this year's award goes to the young leaders of 49 Cardiff Squirrel Grove, Eva, Cara and Dion.
Good having the squirrel section at our group, watching the young people go through it and seeing what they're gaining from it. It means a lot.
Be a role model to youngers, help them the way I was helped.
I mean, lots of new friends.
There's lots of things that we wouldn't have done if it wasn't here. I like to see their smiles and they just bright up the road.
Don't actually get many opportunities for them to do other things outside of school or nursery.
They love coming, they never ever not want to come.
The last award is the Area Commissioners Award. This year it's going to someone who's not here. They're too busy with their family in Centre Parks. And it's always difficult to actually choose someone because there's so many amazing volunteers out there. But I actually was thinking about it and I thought this person actually puts so much time into scouting. They're doing their district commissioner stuff, but they're also doing, which is the FATES, the activity days, they're active GSL, active explorer leader, where there's a vacancy or two. He's also a parent helping in another district, but he also puts on the permanent activity training for the area and boating activities for anyone who asks. So this year I'm going to give the award, if he doesn't know, because I haven't told him, I wasn't a FaceTime him into Centre Parks, but I did think he would mind that. So I'm going to give this award to Chris Parsons, who's not here. But I think he's the award. And then finally, I've got some good service awards to give. There's a few wood badges to give out for people who are here. So the first wood badge is for someone who's probably got 20 wood badges. David Gerard. I have a wood badge here. Or a certificate. You only get one wood beads, but you get lots of certificates. The next person gets 2 wood badges, even though they've already got one. Jeremy, we changed your role a few times, and we've got 2 wood badges to give. I don't think I can ever be old enough to have one, so I'm going to hang on to it. So this is a Silver Wolf Award. It's an amazing award. It's the highest, I think, isn't it? It's the highest award that you can achieve in scouting as an adult. So I have two of them here. I can see one person. Is Carol here as well? Yes. So this one is Nick's wood badge, silver wolf. So please, Nick, come forward. Nick is still the group scout leader first in his powers. Still going, still keeping the group active, still talking about opening squirrels. We're going to open squirrels in first in his powers. So. Nick, how long have you been scouting? 40-something years. Is that like asking how old are you on your birthday?
In 1973, I actually started.
1972. You weren't born, yeah? Was Matty born? No. Oh, we got home road here that wasn't born. I don't know what that means over there in the corner. So the other award I have is a Bard's or Silver Acorn for Carol James. So Carol has already had a Silver Acorn, but we're going to replace it with the Bard. So we get another Silver Acorn. And I think it's over to Rob, our Regional Commissioner for Scouts Cymru, for South Wales, to actually give some words. We found a photo of you too, Rob.
I need that. Yeah, okay. So unfortunately, our Chief Commissioner Ian has sent apologies for this evening, which meant 2 days ago, Kathy sends me a photo of that without the photo, going, what are you going to say? Okay. So, but I think, literally over there. What I say about this, AGMs, I actually like AGMs. Why do I like AGMs? Because I very, very rarely do anything scouty. I sit at my desk, at home, after I've been to work, at home, reading multitudes of emails. And occasionally, I get out to do stuff and see people. I spend the majority of my time going through emails. So why do I like AGMs? For one, Cardiff and the Vale, start with that. Geraint and your team, the governance part of this actually is really exciting. Why is it exciting? Because these make it transparent to our adults and to our youth members and to our parents of what's actually going on. So that's actually really exciting. We can all sit down and read it, and we can all see what's going on. Then there's the second part, which is the awards, which means the Cardiff and the Vale, are doing really well. We've got growth, we've got development, we've got some exciting stuff going on, and we've got some wonderful people getting awards for doing wonderful things. So that's all good. Now we can sandwich it. Last year, Cardiff and the Vale, in October last year, had 161 non-compliant adults across the area. 161. Glad we mentioned the training team. Anyone want to hazard a guess what Cardiff and the Vale's number sits at today? Go for it, one of you, check us our number. How many adults do you think are non-compliant with their training across Cardiff and the Vale? 161 last year, how many today? 201, you've got that? 45. 45, 45. That is not brilliant, is it? But it means that the training team and your executive team are doing something really good. And that's all we can ask for, is to do our best. 45 members, still a bit more of a push to do, but we have longer back face to face. And I know the training can be done online, but we've actually got some people who are going, oh, that just seems like hard work. That's where the transformation is going to come in. That's going to make training easier, hopefully. We'll watch this space. But we've got people working on it. I'm sure they know exactly what they're doing. And Compass is going. I've seen the new one. It's like this massive website where you can do everything on, apart from probably what we needed. But we'll so far that gets. So from me and from Ria, thank you. That's all we can say is thank you. You're doing a fantastic job. The statistics say you're doing a fantastic job. We've got growth. Things are happening across the area. People are still getting back out face to face. We're still trying to enjoy ourselves. We're still getting awards. Our young people are still achieving. And to top it all off, we've got a jamboree unit. Now, I've listened to these lot on many occasions, and I can guarantee that was not scripted. I've heard many different stories from this lot, but it is good, and it means that next year we're going to have a fantastic group of young people going to Korea, and we've got to do our best to support them as well. So finally for me, again, can't stress it enough, thank you, thank you, thank you. Keep pushing with the training, keep pushing with just achieving and just being scouts, please. Thank you all.
Thank you, Regional Commissioner. We come towards the end of the evening. I'm going to conclude the evening by sharing some thoughts I found from the Chief Scout regarding leadership. And I thought it was appropriate because there are so many sensational leaders in this room. Greatest leaders in history are always the ones who lead by example. Their humility, kindness, and respect to the men or women in their team is what distinguishes them. I'm personally proud to work with so many great leaders, such a distinguished team, from them. On the awards earlier, we saw some truly inspiring nominees and winners. They were all of the teams around them. Their Bill said, if you want to motivate your team, you have to empower and encourage each member to do the very best they can. That means letting them know you believe in them. It means giving them the opportunity to show what they can do. When they do something great, don't steal their thunder. Let their achievements shine brightly, and others will want to follow. Finally, you might be a leader, but you're still part of that team. So remember, example, example, example. That's how great leaders and motivators inspire. And when people feel inspired, it always brings out the very best in them. So, as ever, without the great motivators and leaders who give their time so freely, there will be no scouting and can't from them. Therefore, thank you, thank you, thank you. Station team, very proud to be part of you. That concludes the evening. I actually had some cakes from the cake store earlier. You shouldn't leave without trying them, so it's sensational. And also the bar is open if you feel cakes need something to wash them down. Thank you all very much indeed.
Yes.
Actually, Dave Gorman, actually.
No, Dad, all right, no worries.
Another job.
I'll see you next Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll be back next Sunday.
I wasn't sure I was going to see you tonight.
Somehow.
Going back tonight?
Tomorrow. I've got to be back for 11.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. I've got a train at 5 to 8 tomorrow morning.
Yes.
But it's fine. It is what it is. Got no lectures at the moment. So,